Have you ever picked up a book that completely changed the way that you think or the way that you live? Today, I'm sharing 10 books that did that exact thing for me. And they're not just any books, these are power guides that help me transform my finances, my mindset, leadership skills, and my overall direction. Trust me, if you're looking to make real change, you definitely want to hear about these. And be sure to stick around until the end because I have a bonus book that you will certainly not want to miss out on. What's happening, everybody? If you're new here, I'm King Prime. I'm honored that you're here. I could be found at iamkingprime.com. I want to welcome you back to Modern Kings. I appreciate all of you that have been listening, tuning in, sharing the videos, and most of all, taking action. That said, welcome back to Modern Kings. Here at Modern Kings, we help you to build the ultimate life in finance, fitness, and fashion. Today, we're diving into something that has been a huge part of my personal development, and I want it to be a part of yours too. And that is my personal transformation with books, specifically books that have changed my life. I'll be walking through 10 of them, everything from mastering money to elevating your mindset. And as these books inspire you or capture your attention, I'm going to put a link to every book in the description box below. We're going to get right into it. There were times in my life that I was lost, frustrated, had no direction, very, very frustrated. And the answer was right in front of me in the form of books. And much of what I've learned from personal development, leadership, finances, and even relationships has all come from reading books. Books can change your entire world, and I want to share that with you. I like this quote by Joseph Addison. He says that reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. So let's get into these books. My first book, I actually found it in the trash. This is an example of one man's trash is truly another man's treasure. The Total Money Makeover by Dave Ramsey. Now, if you know Dave Ramsey, he is a no-nonsense, get out of debt, don't have credit cards, financial whiz. I agree with a lot of his principles, not all of them. But here's what this book is about. The book breaks down finances and getting out of debt in very, very clear baby steps. It focuses on budgeting, saving, and eliminating debt. It is a step-by-step guide, easy read, designed to give readers financial freedom, all without relying on gimmicks or complicated investment strategies. Here's the impact it had on me. This book was a turning point for me. A total eye-opener. Before reading this book, I had a spend now, worry later mentality. Dave Ramsey's book, The Total Money Makeover, showed me how to prioritize financial stability by eliminating debt and building a strong foundation. In short, The Total Money Makeover gave me the tools that I needed to escape the grips of debt and take control of my money. And the discipline I gained from the Dave Ramsey plan and the baby steps, it set me up to develop a pattern of discipline that I still utilize this very day. The second book that changed my life is Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book reveals how small incremental changes can lead to massive improvements over a matter of time. The author emphasizes the importance of building systems rather than setting vague goals. By focusing on 1% daily improvements, this book teaches how tiny habits, when compounded, create a long-lasting transformations in any area of your life. The impact that this book had on me is that it helped to shift my mindset from trying to make big changes all at once to focus on improving 1% every day. By building better habits and being more consistent in fitness and productivity, Atomic Habits reinforced the idea that success isn't about one big win. And this approach has me more disciplined in all areas of my life. Next up, The Millionaire Next Door by Thomas Stanley and William Danko. The Millionaire Next Door is an eye-opener that dispels a lot of myths about millionaires and wealth. These authors did deep research and interviewed millionaires from around the world and interviewed millionaires from around the country. And they found out that true wealth is often hidden because wealth does not appear in the manner that you think it does. This book emphasizes on frugality, discipline, and smart investing as the true pathways to financial success, showing that most millionaires live well below their means. Now, this book completely changed the way that I view wealth. Instead of focusing on looking rich, I began to focus on becoming financially secure, making sure that I was an over-accumulator of wealth instead of an under-accumulator of wealth. It also taught me that wealth is a long-term strategy. It's not short-term, it's not get rich quick, although you can, but the book has helped me to gain sustainable wealth without feeling pressured to live a flashy lifestyle. The fourth book that has completely changed my life is The Art of Impossible by Steve Kotler. Now, in this book, Steve Kotler explains and shows how humans can achieve peak performance and tackle what seems to be impossible goals. The book breaks down the science of motivation, productivity, and it gives a blueprint for achieving extraordinary results. The author also teaches readers how to push beyond their limits and create conditions for peak performance. Now, for me, reading this book made me realize that the limits that we think we have are self-imposed. The Art of Impossible showed me to harness motivation and reach new levels of performance, both in business and in my personal life. It certainly helped me to stretch beyond my comfort zone, and I now aim for goals that used to seem impossible, knowing that with the right mindset and strategy, I can achieve them. The only limits out there are the ones that I set. My fifth book on the list is The Art of Non-Conformity by Chris Guillebeau. I'm probably getting that last name wrong, but it's Chris, last name Guillebeau. So this book, The Art of Non-Conformity, it is written for a rebel, in my opinion. It challenges the traditional expectations that society has on us to follow them just because someone said that we should. Whether it's career, travel, personal development, the book encourages you, the reader, to live life on your own terms and stop being a freaking follower. In the book, Chris shares his experiences of building a life that defies conventional expectations and provides practical advice on breaking free from societal norms. What impact did this book have on me? A lot. This book gave me the courage to question traditional paths, the things that people say yes to and follow every freaking day, and to think outside the box, especially when it comes to business and professional arenas. It inspired me to embrace non-conformity. If most people are doing a particular thing or going in a certain direction, most of the time I want to be going in a different direction. The Art of Non-Conformity empowered me to pursue passions, opportunities, and create a life that aligns with my own values, not someone else's expectations. And that's all right for you too. You don't have to be understood. You're not everybody's cup of tea. I like to say, hey, people like you and me, we are an acquired taste. Listen, if these 5 books inspired interest or sparked some ideas for you, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you do not miss any future episodes. And if any of these books so far have made an impact on your life, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. The first 10 people that comment on this video with books, any of the 10 that I mentioned in this list that you plan on reading next, the 10th one to comment on this video, I will send you a copy signed with words of encouragement from yours truly. But you also have to let me know what you plan to gain from that book. Again, the 10th person to comment on this video of all of the books, which one you plan on reading next and what you want your takeaway to be from this book, I'm sending a book directly to you for your personal growth and your success journey. Moving on to number 6. My 6th book on the list is going to be The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. That's my dude right there. John Maxwell's 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership provides timeless principles that anyone can use to become a more effective leader. And listen, you do not have to have a title to be a leader. If you deal with people in any capacity, you're a leader. Each law within this book builds on key leadership concepts such as influence, empowerment. Maxwell even emphasized that leadership is not about titles, but about actions and the ability to inspire and to lead others towards a common goal. One of the things that I like that he frequents in the book is he says leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. Here's how this book impacted me. It transformed how I lead and interact with others. The principle of empowering others really stood out to me because the goal is to develop leaders. If you're not developing other leaders, you're not a leader. That leadership is about elevating those around you. I've applied these laws in my personal and professional life, making me a more effective leader and parent by focusing on how I can help others succeed. Number 7, Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. Extreme Ownership is a leadership book by two Navy SEALs, Jocko Willink and Leif Babin. They emphasize on taking full responsibility in every aspect of situations, particularly your life and leadership. The authors share stories from their military experiences, teaching that true leaders own every decision and the outcome, good, bad, or ugly. This mindset fosters accountability and empowers individuals to take control of their lives. This book really hit me hard. It really showed me the mirror. It reinforced something that I already knew, something that I already think, but it highly ignites my no excuses mentality. Extreme ownership helped me to stop looking at and focusing on external factors. So say I have a conversation with my kid or a friend or even my wife, right? I will look deep, deep within myself to say, what all did I do to help to foster, or what did I do to negatively impact this situation? It's an extreme look at yourself and say, you know what? I could have spoken better. I could have chosen a better word. It even causes me to quickly apologize. I'm telling you, these are things that I didn't have within me before I read that book. All that to say, it's been a game changer in my growth and success. And next book I do not have a physical copy of. For the record, I want you to know that I am a huge advocate of Audible. I listen to a lot of audiobooks, but I also believe in physical books. So the books that I'm referring that I'm not holding up, they're either at my office or I listen to it on Audible. So that's why you don't see the physical copy as I hold it up. But my 8th book that changed my life is Die with Zero by Bill Perkins. Bill Perkins' book, Die with Zero, challenges the conventional mindset of saving and waiting to enjoy life. The book advocates on spending wisely, on experiences that matter, while also planning for your future. The author encourages readers to maximize their life experiences instead of hoarding wealth and building up your finances. His ultimate argument is that we should spend that money on the richest experiences that we have, but also use the calculated formula to die with zero. And when he says zero, he means die with zero regrets and also almost $0. Now, this book, Die with Zero, here's how it reshaped me. It changed how I view money and experiences. I was one of those people that decided I'm gonna save up, I'm gonna get to a certain amount that's in savings and investments, and then I'm gonna do some big stuff. I do significant things now, but some of the things that I planned out that I want to do in my life, I don't have to wait to do those things. I can do them now while I'm young, healthy, strong, and in good health. So this book reminded me to live in the now. It also pointed out facts that, like your children, when you're saving up and say, I'm going to leave an inheritance to my children, your children need the money the most when they're like between 28 and 32. That's when they need it the most. When they need a down payment on a house, or they need money to start a business or something like that. By the time that you die at 90 and your kids are 60, they're probably going to be doing okay by then. So this book encouraged me to find balance between financial planning and enjoying all of life's wonderful and beautiful experiences. And that has changed how I approach spending, saving, and investing. Number 9 on my list is Unreasonable Hospitality by Will Guidara. Now, this book introduces the concept of going above and beyond with how you treat people and how you serve others, whether it's in business or your personal life. So the author pulls from his experiences in the hospitality industry and shares how offering more than what's expected creates lasting memories and builds stronger relationships. The book inspired me to adopt a mindset of high service and quality in everything that I do. I thought I operated at that level, but it made me be next level intentional about how I serve others and how I treat people. Unreasonable Hospitality showed me the power of going the extra mile and how that simple act of kindness and care can have a profound impact. Because think about it, it's not about what someone said, it's not about what someone did, it's how they made you feel. You know what Maya Angelou said about that. But I have learned that making people feel valued creates unforgettable experiences. And that's something that I've started implementing in my daily life. Okay, we're at number 10. I really struggled with what 10th book I was going to recommend to you that changed my life because there have been many, but I'm trying to give you my top 10. My number 10 book is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Now, this book, it focuses on a lot. If you're an excuse maker, listen up. We're talking about the transformation of an overweight, struggling man to find himself. A guy that went through some of the hardest military training 3 times, passed SEAL training on a broken leg. I know I'm ruining a lot of the book for you right now, but I'm telling you, this is an entertaining and greatly inspiring book where David Goggins emphasizes the importance of mental toughness, resilience, and to a certain degree, callousing your mind. He also shares his personal story of poverty, abuse, racism, and self-doubt. All of the things that people use every freaking day to make excuses. He challenges the readers to confront their fears and take ownership of their lives through discipline, hard work, and an unyielding mindset. Now, the impact that this had on me is to embrace the struggle. The struggle freaking sucks sometimes, but to have even more of a resilient mindset and push beyond mental barriers, physical barriers. His book highly resonates with those that feel like they're stuck by their circumstances. Many people have used his lessons to achieve personal goals, improve their mental toughness, and build greater self-discipline. Now, here's the book that I asked you to stick around for. This is Living Younger by Angela Myers. This is a book written by my wife, and it is the blueprint to defying all odds and living younger as you age. Many of you think that the older you get, the less that you can do. But actually, when you're 40, 50, mid-50s, 60s, your life is just beginning. This is a gold mine. The practices within this book, you can do things that you haven't done in decades. You will feel better. You will see results, all by the information within this book. And if you buy this book, the physical copy, you also get the audio copy with it as well. I've read it. I love it. It's about time for me to reread it. Again, this is Living Younger by my wife, Angela Myers. These books have made a massive impact on my life. Whether you're trying to build wealth, lead others, or just become a better version of yourself, these are the tools to get you there. As you continue your growth journey, I highly recommend you checking out this video about unlocking your best self, and also a second video on mastering the art of success through difficulty, which emphasizes doing the hard thing. A lot of us tend to shy away from the hard thing when it's exactly what we need to be doing. Remember, true kings are built, not born. Get on my calendar if you need an initial consultation. Subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, look your best, do your best, and be your best.